When did you realize you don't really have friends? For me, it was 2 weeks ago when I discovered my best friend, Emma, had been systematically stealing my life opportunities while positioning herself as my biggest cheerleader. The betrayal wasn't just personal. It was professionally devastating in ways I'm still processing. Emma and I met during our MBA program at Northwestern. We were study partners, roommates, and eventually became inseparable. When we graduated, we both landed interviews at the same top consulting firm, McKinsey. I was thrilled we might work together. She was equally excited, constantly texting about how amazing it would be to navigate corporate life as a team. I didn't get the McKinsey offer. Emma did. She was incredibly supportive during my disappointment, bringing me wine and reassuring me that everything happens for a reason. She even offered to put in a good word with her manager if any positions opened up. "You're brilliant," she'd say. "Your time will come." Over the next year, Emma became my unofficial career counselor. She'd review my cover letters, mock interview me for hours, and constantly send me job postings. "This one's perfect for you," she'd text, forwarding opportunities that seemed tailor-made for my background. I was grateful for her endless support, especially when I struggled to land interviews at other top firms. What struck me most was how invested she seemed in my success. She'd ask detailed questions about every interview, what they asked, how I answered, what the next steps were. "I want to celebrate when you finally get your dream job," she'd say. Her enthusiasm felt genuine. Last month, I finally landed an interview at Bain, another prestigious firm. Emma was more excited than I was. "This is it," she texted. "I have such a good feeling about this one." She spent hours helping me prepare, even role-playing difficult case study scenarios. 2 days before my final interview, I was having coffee with my old study group when someone mentioned seeing Emma at a work event. "She's doing amazingly well," they said. "Did you know she just got promoted to senior consultant? And apparently she's been headhunted by 3 different firms this year." My stomach dropped. Emma had never mentioned any of this. When I casually brought up her promotion later, she downplayed it. "It's just a title change," she said. "Nothing major." That's when I decided to do some investigating. I checked her LinkedIn for the first time in months. Her profile was impressive, much more impressive than she'd let on. Multiple leadership roles, client testimonials, industry awards. But what caught my attention was her activity feed. She'd been actively networking with recruiters from every firm I'd applied to. Not just networking. She'd been having coffee meetings, informal interviews, and strategy sessions. The timestamps showed these meetings happening within days of my applications. Then I found the smoking gun. In her saved posts, she'd bookmarked articles about competitive intelligence and strategic career positioning. One post she'd shared was titled, "How to Stay Ahead in Your Industry. Know Your Competition." I called the recruiter from my most recent rejection, a position I'd been convinced was perfect for me. "I'm always looking to improve," I said. "Could you give me feedback on why I wasn't selected?" "Actually," she said, "we had another candidate who gave us incredibly detailed insights about market trends and client needs. Her industry knowledge was exceptional. Really impressive research. Can I ask when she interviewed?" "The day after your first interview." She even mentioned some of the same case studies you'd discussed, but with deeper analysis. My hands went numb. Emma had been using my interview insights to prepare for her own interviews at the same firms. Every detail I'd shared about company culture, interview questions, and strategic priorities had been intelligence gathering for her own applications. I confronted her that evening. "Emma, I need to ask you something directly. Have you been applying to the same positions as me?" "What? No, why would you think that?" "Because I just spoke with the Bain recruiter." The silence stretched for 30 seconds. "Then, I can explain." "How many firms?" I asked. "It's not what you think." "How many firms?" "Emma, most of them, but I was just keeping my options open. I never thought it would affect your chances." She'd been using our friendship as a competitive advantage for over a year. Every piece of career advice she'd given me, every interview tip, every helpful suggestion had been designed to keep me spinning my wheels while she advanced her own trajectory. The cruelest part? She'd been genuinely rooting for my success, just not more than her own. She wanted me to succeed, but only after she'd already won. I haven't spoken to her since that conversation. Sometimes betrayal comes dressed as support, and that's the most dangerous kind of all.